is a great start. It's simple for Matt Crafton. Hit your marks, watch that mirror. There you go, buddy. Come get that checkered flag. You are the man.
Matt Crafton with the momentum on the high side.
This team continues to impress. Another solid run.
He's been consistently in the top 10.
Keep an eye on Crafton, guys.
Matt Crafton, the 2013 NASCAR Camping World Truck Series champion.
It was an amazing year for Matt Crafton in the Camping World Truck Series, earning the championship. And now he joins us on NASCAR Race Hub. First off, congratulations. You deserve it, man.
Thank you very much. It's been a long time coming.
And speaking of a long time coming, I want to know, would you consider yourself a patient guy?
I'm usually not very patient, but I do know one thing. When you do win it and it takes that long, it's that much sweeter, I think.
I was going to ask you about that because you began racing in the Camping World Truck Series in 2001, didn't win a race until 2008, and as you mentioned, you had to wait 13 years to win a championship. There were a lot of highs and lows along the way for you.
Oh, absolutely, and that's what makes them much sweeter, because Duke and Rhonda Thorson have always told me, we're going to grow this as a business. Each and every year, we're going to make it a little bit better and a little bit better. I'm not going to go out like some of these owners and go out and spend a ton of money in 2-3 years and just be gone and spend too much, we should say. And he's grown like a business. Each and every year, we've made it 5% better, say 10% better, whatever the number might be. But that's what's so cool, is because I've started pretty close to the beginning with him, and to do what we've done this last weekend was just awesome to be able to give him that.
You mentioned Duke and Rhonda Thorson. They've been running full-time in the Truck Series since, I believe it's 1998. Am I right in saying that? 1996.
Well, no, they ran, I think, 1 or 2 races in 96.
Okay.
If I'm not mistaken, when Terry took.
So mid-90s. I mean, they've been around for a long, long time. What was the conversation like with you and them when you finally had the title in hand?
I'm very, very happy for me. And I mean, I know Duke doesn't show a lot of emotion, but I know deep down inside he's very excited.
And there was a time, because you ran for them early in your career, went away and came back. So what's the relationship like there? Because I've always felt like there's a bond, but what's the relationship between you and Duke and Rhonda?
I mean, they're actually just like a second family. I mean, I talk to the guy every day. I mean, we hang out every time during the summer. I'm up there quite a bit. I mean, we go to dinner. I mean, we talk every day. Like I said, it's awesome. You couldn't ask for a better owner.
We mentioned the patience thing, and it's interesting that you compare to a Hall of Famer and his championship run. Dale Jarrett went 13 years before he won his Cup title in 1999, and compare the starts for you in the Truck Series and Dale at the Sprint Cup level. Are you surprised at these numbers, and what do you think, sharing company with a legend?
That's very, very cool. I mean, I always looked up to Dale Jarrett. Very smart race car driver, very good race car driver, but I just don't have the mustache like he had right there.
Well, you got that little beard going.
Yeah, there you go.
You could pull it off
exactly.
if you wanted to.
I think my wife would gonna like stuff.
I don't know about Dale, but most drivers are superstitious. And I remember coming down the stretch, some of the folks here in our production team were telling me that Ray Dunlap came out to do an interview with you in anticipation of a possible championship, and you told him no questions about the championship. Don't mention the word title. Were you superstitious going down the stretch?
Oh, absolutely. Very superstitious. I knew if something was brought up and it did backfire on me, I was going to look like a fool. And that's the last thing as a race car driver you want to sit there and talk about. Once that motor cranked and I took that green flag, I could say I was a champion. But until then, I did not want to talk about it. I told him, if you talk about it in this interview, we get up and walk away.
Yeah, the truck schedule, very similar to the Sprint Cup schedule, in that when you go down the stretch, you've got to go to both Talladega and Martinsville.
Yes.
What's the anxiety level for a driver that has a pretty large lead in the championship going to 2 venues where you know anything can happen?
Oh, that was tough. I'm not going to lie. I mean, when we got through Talladega, we finished 9th. We pushed our teammate to the win right there, and I got turned like 100 yards before the start finish line. Very, very disappointing there. We finished 9th, and we're like, okay, we didn't really lose anything. We actually picked up the spot, but man, we could have picked up more. Then we went to Martinsville, and we were sitting 4th. I think it was 15 to go, and we were sitting in the catbird seat. We had a good truck, didn't have a mark on it, and then you turned on the tie and Kevindale and finished 17th. But still didn't lose very many. Like I said, it's tough to sit there and points race, because the last 7 races, we've had some really good trucks, and we haven't been able to race like we wanted to, because you have that big lead. You don't want to be known as that guy that had a 50-something point lead with 5 races to go and lost it. So it was a little tough at some point.
Your teammate Johnny Sauter won 3 races this year. What role did he play in helping you out with setup and helping pave the way, I guess, for you to be able to win the title?
I mean, he was definitely good. I mean, he pushed us and got us up to the front there at Talladega. That was very good. But one of the biggest assets there, this team, was just adding Junior Joyner and just all the group guys that we have just working so good together. And they're the ones that should be standing here, not me. I'm just a lucky guy that gets to drive it.
Back in 2014 to the Truck Series, what do you think going forward? Because you've been a truck loyalist. You ever move on and do something different, or are you going to stay in the trucks for the rest of your career? What do you think?
I'm happy doing what I'm doing. I love the trucks. I think it's the best race in NASCAR. I ran some nationwide races, had a blast doing that. But I'm very happy to be back at ThorSport in 2014. What's in the back of my mind right now is repeat.
I understand, as it should be. And as I said earlier, you deserve this title. You've waited a long time for it. Congratulations. Enjoy the off season. We look forward to seeing you back in 2014.
Thank you very much.